You are watching a master at work.
Hey yo, you're now tuned in to Old Head TV. Put some pressure on that subscribe and that like button. And don't forget to turn those notifications on. Hey yo, what it is, YouTube world? It's Old Head TV, and I'm back in the building, back in the builder, and I'm back with another banger for my 2K family. And today I have a prototypical, modern 2-guard with elite length and athleticism that can get buckets from all 3 levels with a truly formidable combination of size, strength, and quick twitch athleticism on the perimeter. A physical freak possessing an imposing frame that you can use to your advantage, a powerful and explosive leaper, and is pretty light on his feet for his size, making him an absolute terror for defenses, or when he's slashing to the rim in the half court or running the floor in transition. Also can create and score off the dribble, flashing the ability to pull off advanced shot creation moves that lead to impressive, good defense, better offense shots. I present to you the best Anthony Edwards build in 2K25. So without further delay, let's get into the build. Now for the position, we're gonna go with shooting guard. For the height, we're gonna go 6'4", the weight 225 pounds, and the wingspan will be 6'8". Anthony Edwards' wingspan is 6'9", but for the best version of the build, we're gonna take the wingspan to 6'8". I tried to go max wingspan, but 2K is restrictive in that area, and I actually like that there is freedom in the builder, but not too much freedom. But let's get into the build. Now for the close shot, I took that to an 84, and I did that for the sake of Silver Paint Prodigy, just so I could finish quicker around the basket, and of course Silver Hook Specialist, which is something that wouldn't normally be available to a 6'4 guard, but this year we get more than enough points to use on close shot, so I will experiment with being a back to the basket guard, because this build does have strength among other things that will help me benefit in that area. As we all know, last year, NBA 2K24, the builder was very restrictive, and if I wanted to make a good slash and guard build, I had to choose between having a high layup or drive and dunk. This year is different. I have enough attributes to at least get some decent layup rating, so I went with the 80 for my drive and layup, and I feel like this is a sweet spot for me, and I do get to unlock some decent layup animations for slash and guards like the Derrick Rose and the Trae Young layup package to be specific. Trae Young has some of the smoothest animations you could get for an 80 drive and layup, with a high percentage of triggering the right animation in any given situation. For my drive and dunk, I took that to a 93, so I do gain access to gold posterizer. And you can tell from the clips that a 93 drive and dunk and gold posterizer is the way to go this year. Different in a lot of ways compared to previous years. The dunk animations look so clean with pro play, and it feels like I'm not triggering the same set of animations, even though I have numerous animations equipped like in previous 2Ks. And honestly, I never really been comfortable with the skill dunk timing method. It never ends well for me. I usually end up driving by my defender, or I'll let it play out and let those animations happen naturally. Also, Hall of Fame aerial wizard is in effect, so if you run into me anywhere in the city, theater, rec, or proving grounds, throw me a lob when I cut. Don't miss the cut. And for my standard dunk, I took that to a 60. You wouldn't believe how easy it is to baby other players, and this is just regular 1 and 2 hand under the basket dunks, all by design because it ties into my post control, which I took to an 87 for the sole purpose of getting post up poet on gold and silver post up powerhouse. I can't stress how important it is to have a post game. All the great guards had a post game, and on a 6'4 build, it will make you unguardable. Sure, you could spam layups, you could rim run your life away, but this ain't McDonald's. You can't always have it your way. You have to have options when it comes to scoring, such as being able to play with your back to the basket, backing down your defender, drop steps, post fades, or hop shots out the post, which is very overpowered this year with Hall of Fame post fade phenom, and the only way you get there is with an 87 post control. Also, for the mid-range, you can't talk about post control, post fades, and hop shots without having a high mid-range. So I went with a 92 mid-range, and I feel like I'm unstoppable. I can literally pick my spots on the floor and create off the dribble at a high clip with gold deadeye, shifty shooter, and Hall of Fame post fade phenom. But when you add those 4 cap breakers to your mid-range, at 94 you unlock Hall of Fame set shot specialist. 95 you get Hall of Fame deadeye. And just in case you were wondering, that Hall of Fame post fade phenom and Hall of Fame deadeye becomes legend with their badge elevators. And me just honestly speaking, playing the meta style, making the same meta builds every year is boring to me. If you're new to my channel, I stay away from meta builds as far as I'm concerned. Like for example, I have this 6'4 build here, but it's not constructed like the typical builds you will see in the city with a 99 drive and dunk, high 3 ball, all this ball handle, and little to no defense. Playing those kind of builds, I already know what I'm in for. A bunch of rim running and hunting for threes, which is why this year I'm pushing more towards 1v1 content. It feels more competitive. I like to challenge myself, and I find out innovative ways to get to a bucket. And from what I can see, no one knows how to guard you for 24 seconds when you can score on multiple levels. And the more I play 1v1, whether it's the theater or proving grounds, I'm just really convinced that no matter how much 2K gives us new ways to play defense, no matter how many new badges they put in the game, people can't defend one-on-one, but that's another topic for another video. For my 3-ball, a high 3-ball was most def not a priority for me. That's why I went with a 76 3-ball. The same thing I did in NBA 2K24, I'm doing it again this year, and it's working for me. So far, I've been shooting 55 to 60% from 3, being selective with my shots. Of course, I'm scoring off the dribble in defenders' faces with their hands up. I went against 94 perimeter defense builds, and I'm still having my way with a 76 3-ball. Of course, with my hot spots, that does help a lot, and I guess there's somewhat of a skill gap to hit consistently with the 76 3-ball, but having a 76 3-ball gives you more room to make the complete build, and keep in mind with cap breakers you have a 81 3-ball, and use those +1 attributes and add it to your 3-ball. Eventually you will have an 83 3-ball with bronze limitless range. It'll take some work, but the end result is really worth it when it comes to this build right here. The free throw, took that to a 74. Last year it was Carmelo Anthony's free throw with the low free throw rating. This year I'm rolling with D'Angelo Russell, just as smooth and easy to time with the low free throw rating. For my pass accuracy, playmaking was not a priority at the 2-guard position for this build, but it can be done by making the right pass at the right time while understanding your limitations. So I went with the 70 pass accuracy, and I'm using the Paolo Banchero pass package. For my ball handle, I went with an 86, and it's really all I need to get some solid animations. Typically people go for high ball handle just to go gold unpluckable and handles for days, but if you dribble with a purpose and protect the ball, silver unpluckable and handles for days will do you justice. Every year we start off with people spamming X with the 99 steal rating, which in turn makes players think they need to go a gold unpluckable or higher, and by the following season steals are patched, so it makes no sense to go for gold unpluckable if you don't have to. Also, this unlocks silver handles for days and ankle assassin, and let me tell you, silver ankle assassin is no disappointment at all. I get some good ankle breaking and stun animations as I break down the defender. Even when I'm driving and I step back, it triggers more often than any 2K I've ever played. And honestly, the way I see it is, all you need to do is experiment with the animations, chain them together until you get the animations that help you do what you want to do on the court. And shout out to the 2K devs for letting us test the animations in the builder and create your jump shot while you're making the build. I really appreciate that. But yo, once you get the right animations, learn how to get open, you can experiment with different ball handle ratings, because it really all boils down to the speed with ball, helping you explode out those animations and get to a bucket. And that's why I went with an 86 speed with ball. I haven't touched Hall of Fame or Legend Lightning Launch, but with the 86 it feels official on the speed boost animations, and it doesn't feel like every time I drive by my defender is on my heels. For my interior defense, I went with the 70, and I do get a lot of stops and contest at the basket even though I'm 6'4". Most people go low on interior with small guards, but with the strength and vertical I put on this build, combined with the interior, you are guaranteed to get some crucial stops at the basket. Even if you are being backed down, a 70 interior with strength will give you a fighting chance in the paint. For my perimeter defense, I took that to a 92 because it is the most important attribute when making a guard build. I see a lot of guards year after year, build after build with low perimeter defense, putting everything into offense, and it's cool to be good on offense, but it's better to be better on defense. You aren't getting any contests, no body ups. It's just pointless and you hurt your team in the end because defense wins games. But yeah, 92 perimeter, gold challenger, gold on ball menace. My Anthony Edwards build is a dog on defense. I get all kinds of body ups, cut off animations, riding the hip, etc. For the steal, I went with a 73. I'm not really big on maximizing steal. I'm more of a lock in and get a stop kind of player. The chasing players around and spamming X was never my thing, so I stuck with a 73. Now for my block, I took that to a 66, and believe it or not, the low block combined with my vertical and strength, I get some real good block animations even I can't believe. And I'm a big 1v1 head, and blocks are very important to me on the ones, so I was very shocked to see the animations you get with a 66 block and high vertical. So take it from me this year, vertical means everything for the best block animations. And for the offensive rebound, I took that to a 51. Defensive rebound, I took that to a 60. So we do get bronze rebound chaser and box out beast. So we can't help in any way, whether it's 2v2, 3v3, or 5v5. I feel like even if you're a guard, you should have some rebounding rating on your build. Trust me, you do not want to be the person that can't get to a loose ball in a crucial moment because you feel that because you're a guard, it's not your responsibility to have rebound on your build. Probably one of the most stupidest things I hear people say within the 2K community. For my speed, I took that to an 82, and this is probably the only thing I would do different on this build is take it to an 85 for gold slippery off ball. But a 82 is not slow by any means, but I would love to have slippery off ball on gold just for those possessions where I'm playing off ball, looking for cuts or coming off screens for the quick catch and shoot. For my agility, I went with the 86. and I was on Reddit in the 2K section, and I seen someone co-signing a 77 agility. Now, I can't confirm if it is good, but I can confirm that an 86 will make you a hawk on defense. The average players spend their time chasing you on defense. With how I made this build, all you will be doing is sliding your feet on defense, staying in front of your defender like you would in real life. For the strength, I took that to an 82. 82 strength on a 6'4", two-way slasher is nuts. That's all I can say, and when you play 1v1 in the theater or proving grounds, you really get a feel for how strong your player is playing one-on-one on defense. My vertical took that to an 80, so you will get pro and small contact dunks. And these are all the takeovers that this build gets. Right now I'm running clinic, but I am curious about using nuisance and ankle taker, so look out for future videos on these takeovers regarding this build. So right now I'm gonna hit the finish button so we can see that final product. And there you have it, no clickbait, raw and uncut. We have the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and his illegitimate son, Anthony Edwards, Marcus Smart in the cut, and this build comes out as a two-way mid-range slasher. Now let's get the build in 99 so we can get into these animations. And you know I have a jump shot for my 2K family. No gatekeeping, I want y'all to have as much fun as I do when I'm playing. Also, I want y'all to be efficient out there as well. Now, if you're like me and you like easy to read jump shots that feels similar to how you would shoot in real life, this might be the best jump shot for you. It's a very fast jump shot, perfect for off the dribble and catch and shoot situations, and it's one of those jump shots that you feel as you're timing it, especially if you're the type to hold the shot stick or the button too long and you end up mistiming a shot. This one is tailored especially for you. You can actually see the release point, and it even feels like, to a degree, especially when you're cooking, that you can't miss. It's one of those jump shots that will put you in that space. Alright, for my jump shot, the lower base is gonna be Steph Curry, upper release 1 Kyrie Irving, upper release 2 DJ Augustine. The visual cue, we're gonna put that on release. Release speed, we're gonna put that to, I guess this is like what, second to last. Animation blending is gonna be 60% Kyrie Irving, 40% DJ Augustine. And I feel like this is a pretty good jump shot. It's quick, you aren't pulling back too far, giving your defender the room to get up under you and disrupt your timing or the animation to your jump shot. And it's consistent, especially when you get your hot spots. Make sure you get your hot spots, man. It feels like you can't miss once you get that timing right. And that's it for me, Old Head TV. Be sure to put some pressure on that subscribe and that like button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the build and what builds you want to see on the channel in the future, and I'll be sure to get to it. Until next time, peace.